to all the breaking news.
We have a team of reporters right across the fire zone this morning.
Every morning.
As we go to air, this fire has been the most destructive in the state.
Are you okay?
The exclusives.
The ripple effect around the world has been massive.
All the newsmakers are on Sunrise.
You stop this guy.
I saw the light.
What's your vision for the next 10 years?
Start your day with Sunrise on 7.
This is a live shot of Sydney, the calm before the storm, if you like. Catastrophic fire conditions today. Already very smoky from those fires that are raging right across the state. It's going to be a top of 37. The big thing is the wind. It's very calm at the moment. And then there's a cool change around 6 p.m. tonight. So the wind's going to shift. But that's the great fear, isn't it? The strength of the wind with the tinder dry conditions and the heat today.
Yes, through lunchtime and into the afternoon are the times to be careful. For goodness sake, don't do anything that might accidentally start a fire. And if you see somebody dropping a cigarette on the ground, throwing a cigarette out the window of a car, doing anything stupid...
Give them a clip around the ears.
No.
Call them out.
Call the police. It's serious. This is this is not just us saying this. This is the fire services saying.
It is very, very serious today. Now back to Nat, who's leading our special coverage of the bushfire crisis.
Thanks, guys. I'm live in the fire zone where crews are bracing for a horror day this morning. Breaking news, state of emergency. Catastrophic fire danger takes hold in New South Wales. Sydney and the Hunter bracing for a firestorm. The unfolding crisis, an entire state under siege and on edge. Fire crews and the army ready to respond. Hundreds of schools shut and residents on notice.
Things can change very quickly. You might think you're okay, and a few minutes later you won't be.
Special coverage live with our teams across the fire zones. Ring of fire, Australia burns, blanketing cities in smoke and sending air quality plummeting. The rare and deadly weather event. Temperatures rise, humidity drops and freak clouds add fuel to the inferno. The nightmare ahead for weary fire crews, with warnings the danger could last for months. And heartbreak and hope in the ashes. The family who watched their house burn on TV. Now the twist of fate that helped them salvage precious possessions.
Lockdown as we go to air. Sydney has a catastrophic fire danger for the first time ever. The Greater Hunter is also rated catastrophic, as well as the Illawarra to the south of Sydney. We have special coverage this morning.
The biggest threat is to the suburbs bordering bushland areas such as Hornsby, Penrith, Camden, Campbelltown and the Sutherland Shire. The fear is fires could start in those areas. Now, Nat is live from the Singleton Army Barracks. That's the hub for firefighters to be deployed today across the Hunter and Sydney regions. Morning to you, Nat.
Morning, Koshi and Sam. Our fireys know no borders. They have left their states to help their mates in New South Wales.
Greetings to all the NIDA students. You guys are absolutely awesome in your talents. Really appreciate the support that you're giving Maddie and in turn me. So I wish you girls all the very best for your end of year display, and best wishes from here at the Copacabana Rural Fire Brigade. Cheers.
Thank you. 5 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 31. 17 Fire Command, Marshall Command.
Okay, thank you, Joshua.
To start,
Yes.
first thing we do is you prime it.
Yes.
Pull this. Yes, it's going to make a bit of water
Yep.
on the floor. Turn it off when you're done.
Sorry, so start it up.
So no, that's first.
Yep,
Turn that little valve there on.
Yep.
And you just pump this until you get a solid stream of water coming out
Yep.
the bottom. And then when you got that, turn that off.
yep,
And then you come here, turn the ignition switch on.
yep,
Press the start button.
right,
It will start. And as soon as it starts, you don't need to hold the button down.
yep,
And then you pick where you want your water to go. So if it's going to be in this live reel,
yep,
this valve here. You open that, and there's your water
Yep.
right there. And then you can send that out. If you want more pressure, you just wind this out
yep,
until you get the pressure on here that you want. That's your pressure gauge there.
right. Ideally, where would I want that?
For that, anywhere between 500 and 1,000. It
Okay.
might not even get to 1,000, probably
Yep.
above 500.
Yep.
So you can just keep winding that out until you get the pressure you want. If
Right.
you want it to go back to idle, you just press that, and it will go straight in.
Right,
Or you can just wind it back down,
Yep.
either or. Okay, forget about the foam because that's too complicated.
yep,
Probably won't be doing any drafting, but if you're going to fill up somewhere,
Yep.
you just put one of those hoses into the top of the tank there.
Yep.
You can plug it in there, or you can stick it over the top.
right, sure, okay. All right,
Does that suit you?
it does. Thank you.
Okay, so that's
literally no gear on the truck. It's going to fit shit in the cabinets.
Brief this morning. There, received, thanks. Rugby Jim, Conference copy.
Wallara have a 5-0?
Wallara?
I didn't know they had a 5-0.
I think Crew like probably 5-0.
Bravo, over.
That's for sure. I think the road will be quicker.
Read my last over.
That would be nice because you might.
This is all quarantine. This farm here on the left.
All right, we are assuming the position here on Mangrove Mountain. Fire is about to hit, so we will put the camera away as we put this fire out.
about water. Ask me about water. Peek out.
Tonight, an eerie threat surrounds Sydney. 7 emergencies, a so-called mega inferno burning towards the Central Coast, Gosford, Wyong and the M1. To our southwest, Camden now on alert as embers shower down and threaten homes, driven by unpredictable winds at an intense pace. This is Sydney right now. From the 7 News chopper. Good evening. As we go to air, there are tens of thousands of homes under threat from out-of-control bushfires across the state. From west of Sydney to the north, where fire fronts have threatened to come together, these are the scenes as the 7 News chopper hovers above the city, shrouded in smoke. We begin in the southwest, where a blaze is burning dangerously close to life and property on the doorstep of Camden Coast, where there's been a major fire emergency just kilometres from the edge of Gosford. Cameron.
Michael, that's right. Several fires have now merged to create what authorities are describing as a mega fire. With the fire bearing down on all sides, crews on the Central Coast were faced with a terrible choice. What could be saved and what couldn't? The house still standing, the shed badly damaged.
Great to have such competent people doing a great job.
Crews overnight staring down a wall of flames heading straight for... showered in embers and in one terrible moment stuck in the middle of it all.
Oh, you gotta go now! Go! Down this driveway there is a truck that has been overrun by fire. The crew have been told to stay inside and start protection procedures. The house that is down that driveway is now surely lost.
We had 3 crews who were protecting our house. 2 of those crews decided to come out and the 3rd decided to stay.
For a moment, they fear the worst.
We didn't have communication with them. That's a heart-wrenching moment. Seconds seems like minutes.
And then...
they're okay.
Okay, make sure you stay safe in there.
Their work saving home after home in the worst of conditions.
Well, it's like someone ripping your heart off, eh? That's how you feel.
Michael, at this stage, no, it's too early to tell, but there are fears. A number have been destroyed across this fire ground. There is some good news tonight. There will be a slight reprieve for fire crews across the next 24 to 48 hours with easing conditions so they can try and put in some containment lines around this massive blaze. Michael?
Cameron Price near the Central Coast, thank you for that. And there are new...
Go back to Sydney later in the show and check in on the rally that is taking place there.
And as RFS firefighters continue to battle those horrendous blazes, there is a new appeal to help them buy better protective gear. As standard, volunteers are issued with P2 face masks, the kind you may have seen some people wearing in Sydney and worn here by Joe Arena of the Copacabana Rural Fire Service. Now, Joe says in these unprecedented conditions, they need something much stronger. Now, these P3 masks, they need those, which cost hundreds of dollars each.
Right, so with generous donations from the public, Joe's brigade now has enough to buy a mask for everyone on the truck, which is great news for them, but they're now aiming to raise enough to help other brigades out as well. So please donate if you'd like to. And just hearing you say that, unprecedented. It's unprecedented how often people are saying unprecedented at the moment, isn't it?
And the new norm is coming up a lot.
That's the thing.
I'm sick of the talk. This issue makes my blood boil. I'm from country New South Wales. They have been going through the worst drought in 3 years. This has been many, many years coming. We need to start doing something now. I know we can't make it rain, but we need to better manage our water systems and also get and support our farmers. There are people dying out there right now.
What are you doing hanging out here? You're from another brigade. Yeah? What brigade are you from? You're from Copacabana.
Yes.
You guys already got masks, right?
We have, yes.
Are they any good?
They're fantastic.
Are they as good as ours?
No comment.
Okay. All right, guys. So we just dropped off some masks. They are entirely gifts, individual gifts. They are not donations for each individual member. And everybody's on here saying thank you to all of our here. It's a live video. Yeah, Yavoka RFS. Thank you so much. G'day from Reglan. RFS, are they your neighbours or something? No, they're just saying hi. We honour you, we appreciate you, and we thank you for all you do for us. You protect us without a thought for yourselves. We will forever be grateful. So there's lots of videos on there. You can see them on my Facebook, and everyone just really wants to say thank you to you.
Everyone who's out there with My Sister's Keeper, the money you guys have donated has changed the face of firefighting in this country forever. Yes. So to Ophelia, everyone who has donated, it'll never be the same again. So thank you, everyone. You guys are the heroes here.
Good evening. It was our black summer that started in spring, a bushfire season worse than any other in living memory. It took lives and livelihoods, leaving many to start from scratch in the charred earth. Today, those left behind lit 25 candles, one for every life lost, and promised never to forget the brave and the fallen.
Geoffrey Keaton, Deputy Captain of the Horsley Park Rural Fire Brigade.
An honour roll from our summer of tragedy.
Andrew Dwyer, also Horsley Park Rural Fire Brigade.
The names and faces of 25 people lit up with candles by the loved ones they left behind.
Vivian Chaplin.
This was a state memorial for the victims of the worst bushfire season in our history and led by the Premier.
Today, we wrap our loving arms around all those who shielded us from the fire. We're here for you, as you have been for us.
The images on the big screen painted a picture while the Prime Minister turned back the clock.
On a black summer that started in spring. A summer where the dark sky turned black and sunsets only signalled another night of terror.
In the death toll of 25, 6 were firefighters.
Sadly, we lost 3 of our own. We lost 3 angels from the sky.
Their boots were presented in military-like honour because they helped win the war. The Fire Commissioner, Shane Fitzsimmons, led that battle with strength. Today, he weakened.
They died as heroes. Selfless individuals paying the ultimate price while simply serving and protecting others in their local community.
The focus will now turn to coronial investigations and a royal commission examining what happened and if anything better could have been done to ensure that those people honoured here today did not die in vain. David Harrison lost his life in the Batlow blaze.
Hopefully action is taken to help prevent these in the future and make us more prepared.
Of the many moments this summer, 2 were achingly poignant. Children presented with their firefighting fathers' bravery medals. Today they are again front and centre as the state said thank you. Damien Ryan, 9 News.